Wrong button.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Soloing the Ark. I'm Phlinger, and today, let's see. Today we're gonna go dock out one of the first of the things that we have to take care of on this map. We have got to go make sure we get the artifacts. Yep. Which means that do I have the artifact pedestal? I do. Okay. All right. Let's see. Artifact. 1, 2. Okay, so we got 3 of these being made. I thought I only collected twice. I'm glad I got the bonus third one. I'm not sure what I did, but, you know, I know I actually had enough in there for it. But, you know, it felt like I was only clicking it twice, but we got a third one out of it, so we got that. All right, so, in order to do this boss, we have got to get these things filled. So we've got an order of 3 artifacts that have to get filled. So put one there, put one here, and then, you know, we can put one right here. All right, 3 artifacts. So today, we're gonna knock out the first one. The first one is actually kind of easy. Now, I'm not sure how long these videos are gonna be. They're gonna be just as long as they need to be. I know a lot of people are, you know, a lot of people want, you know, the long, really long videos. Well, this is not that video. This is how do you get through this cave, and then with no, well, there's gonna be some fluff. It is a Phlinger video, but you know, that's only because I like to talk. So yeah. All right, so what we're gonna need for this, you can use a direwolf, a saber-tooth, or a thylacoleo, anything, as long as you have got a cryopod in your inventory, like that right there, cryopod. All right, so, and what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going over. See, my base is located right here, and we're going to be heading right over to this section right here. This is where this cave is. It goes on in, actually, it's right through here. It goes on right through here. The cave is actually located right about there on the inside of the chasm, and that's the way we're going to go. But yeah, so the caves on Scorched Earth are actually a really good source of loot for desert cloth items. I mean, in my experience, even on ASE and ASA both, if you're looking for a higher tiered or higher quality desert cloth armor, chances are you're going to find it inside these caves before you find it anywhere else. I mean, you can find it everywhere else, but it just seems like there's just a much higher chance of finding it inside the cave loot. It's like the cave loot is like stacked with, you know, like desert cloth armor and stuff like that. A little bit more than the other ones. So yeah, and I probably should have set up a waypoint. Actually, I don't need a waypoint. I know exactly where I'm going. All right, but yeah, if you are going in with a saber-tooth or a direwolf, you are not going to need a cryopod, but if you go in with, say, like a thylacoleo or something like that, you're definitely going to need a cryopod, because there's one spot that is really hard to get through if you've got a big, chunky, beefy boy like a thylacoleo. Let's get over there, and I will show you guys when we arrive. All right, and another thing you're probably going to need if you're going into the Scorched Earth caves is you're going to need antidotes. Now, granted, I didn't bring antidotes because I'm stubborn, but if you're going in and you want as easy as possible trip as you can, bring antidotes. If you're going to do a Scorched Earth cave, just bring the antidotes. All right, so the entrance to the cave is located, well, the entrance to the chasm that we're going to is located right here at 55.9, 51.2. Now, you come on inside of here, you go all the way through. Now, there can be all sorts of different things that spawn in this area. Normally, it's, there's like raptors and inkies and jerboa, but also you get a lot of things that fall in from the top. So every once in a while, you get like straight argent or something like that, because there is a metal mountain right up there. Yeah, and you also get kangaroos, morellatops, just all sorts of things that fall in here. This is like the toilet bowl of Scorched Earth. Everything falls into it. Well, I'm not sure what we'd call it the toilet bowl. Maybe the recycling bin. Let's go with that. I'm not sure what all you guys throw into your toilet bowls. So that was weird to assume that you guys would be throwing morellatops into your toilet bowl. I apologize for that. Only throw kangaroos in your toilet bowl. Okay, so, yeah, now that we, go up through here, you curve around like that, and then you curve back around through this area right here, and then come around right through here. Which brings you, bam, right here at the cave entrance. Now, the cave entrance is actually located at 58.7, 47.6. Now, you have to work your way through here, down around like this, and it goes around like this, up through this, back over onto this, back through this, over like that. Just follow the path I took coming through. It is so much easier. All right. So now, make sure that we've got, I mean, like 1 stack of meat should be good. Yeah, it should be good. All right, and a cryopod. Like this. And just walk on inside. And there we go. We're getting into the cryopod again here shortly, so yeah. Now we just walk our way through. Alright, and follow the way all the way through like this. And then it curves around right like this. Now, chances are there's going to be a lot of things spawned. This is actually my first time in this cave on single player, so which means that this cave is probably not going to spawn. This cave is notorious for not spawning the first time you come in on single player. Even ASE, ASA, everything. Okay, now there's some. Okay, now we've actually got some spawns. This is good. Level 80 there. All right, now let's work our way through. And that's why we need antidotes, is because of those guys. I'm going to take this guy out. Okay, and now we work our way around here to the right. Head over like this. Normally this area is going to be a lot more spawned. Oh, hey. Oh, 15. Okay. Work our way right through here. Also, there can be the little rubble golems in here. If you want to deal with the rubble golems, deal with them. I would recommend using a thylacoleo to deal with the rubble golems because they bleed. But yeah, if you cannot be bothered dealing with them, just leave them. They will eventually go down on their own. But yeah. All right, so now let's pick this guy. Let's wait for this guy to stop being damaged. We got that. Yeah. Right, and then we go right through here. We go right through here. Surprised I haven't seen any loot yet. Okay, now the loot spots for this, okay, right there is the artifact. Now, if you're on a Thyla, you can literally just jump right down and get it. But if you're on anything else, I would recommend working your way around. There's a path that goes all the way around. I will show you that path here in a sec. Because on Thylacoleo, you're not going to get... If you're on anything other than Thylacoleo, you're just not going to get the gist of which way to go. All right, so now we work our way through here. And we jump across. Yeah, we kind of have to jump across in this one. But on your way jumping back, remember, you don't have to jump to the higher one. You jump to the lower one. It's located right there. Okay, now, work our way over this way, across. And you come straight down like this, around, right through here. You work your way right to here. Now also be very mindful to pay attention for any boas that have decided they're going to ambush you. That wasn't weird at all, I swear. And here's the artifact container. Make sure, like any other cave. Make sure that nothing's gonna eat you. And then when you open this one up, you get the cave of the artifact of the Gatekeeper, and the scorched spike skin. I'm gonna take that out. Now I'm going to wait here for another artifact to spawn because I want 2 of them. Because I want one on display and I want one for the boss fight. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a few minutes when it's time to run out, and I will show you guys where loot normally spawns. Actually, you know, while we're waiting for the artifact to spawn, I will show you where loot normally spawns. Down here at the bottom, there will be one spot for loot that can spawn. Also, be very careful when coming down here, because you can also get rubble golems down here, so be very, very careful. And the rubble golems, they can pin you in, and they can really make you have a bad day. But yeah, right down there is where you can generally get like a yellow or a red drop. And then coming up here, back up this way, the way we came, you can sometimes get a loot drop right here. Right up there. And then as you come back across, remember when you jump right over like this. And then if you need to, aim for the lower one. It's so much easier for coming back. And then you just come up this way. Also, sometimes there could be a loot drop right here. And then also, I have seen loot drop right here. And another one right here. Yeah, and if you need to, you can actually just jump down right here and bypass a lot of that jump for the jump down. So yeah. Okay, now we come back through here. Cryopod you. And I'll show you the rest of the spots where loot drops can spawn inside of here. Now, it's tricky coming out this side right here because chances are things right here will have respawn. So you have to be very, very careful. And there are mantis that spawn in here, and they do a lot of damage. So yeah. All right, and you can get a loot drop right down here. And then when you curve back around up through here, you can get a loot drop right up there on that, which makes it a pain in the butt because you have to use a grappling hook to get to it. And then also you get a loot drop right there where that blue one is. Sorry, I'm just jumping so where I don't have to worry about the bats as much. If they can't hit you, they can't rabies you. All right, boomerang and okay, not great. All right, now from here, all we do is just go back out the way we came. And remember, if you're right there and you fall down, all you have to do is go through right like this and just curves around right here to the lower section down there. Right down there. All right, then you come back up here. Up through here, and now we are back at the beginning of the cave. But like I said, if you don't have access to cryopods, or if you don't want to worry about taking your Thylane in there, you can take a Sabertooth right through there. Yeah. Or you can also take a Direwolf right through there. Yeah. All right, so hey, anyway, that is the Cave of the Gatekeeper from start to finish. I hope this video helps you out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.